It's estimated that flu causes up to 1 billion infections, 5 million severe cases, and 500,000 deaths worldwide each year. The flu, or influenza, is a highly contagious acute respiratory illness. It's most commonly spread from one person to another by the microscopic droplets of mucus and fluid when an infected person coughs or sneezes. Unlike a cold, the flu can result in serious health problems that require hospitalization and can even lead to death. The flu can affect anyone. Those at higher risk include the elderly, pregnant women, young infants, and people living with chronic conditions. Symptoms usually include high fever, headache, dry cough, chills, and sore throat. These are usually most severe over the first 4 days, but can last up to 2 weeks. Normal infections take time for the body to detect a target on the virus for attack. Markers like antibodies allow us to find and kill viral invaders. Vaccines have a weakened virus that contains the target but causes no harm. Your body remembers those targets, training your body to quickly recognize and respond to future infections. There are many types of flu, and they are sorted based on 2 distinct proteins on the virus's surface: hemagglutinin and neuraminidase. H3N2 and H1N1 are the most common type A subtypes to infect humans. The hemagglutinin part binds to our cells just like a key to a lock. This allows the virus to enter the cell. It then uses neuraminidase to exploit the cell and quickly replicate. The newly formed viruses are then shed to further spread the infection, causing damage. Antivirals like Tamiflu work by inhibiting neuraminidase, preventing the replication of the virus. Viruses use RNA as their genetic blueprint. It is very prone to error during replication. When these small errors arise, new subtypes are formed. This is called genetic drift. When 2 different strains of virus infect a cell at the same time, this blueprint may be reassorted or recombined in new ways, and this is called genetic shift, and was the basis for the 2009 swine flu outbreak. The strains in circulation vary with seasons, and its genetic makeup allows mutation at a faster rate than other viruses. Some people may feel a little achy and tired for a short time after vaccination, but that's not the flu, it's just your normal protective response. It's like target practice for your immune system. With antigenic shift and drift, those targets are constantly moving, and the arms race continues between the flu virus and vaccinologists. At a community level, vaccination protects people who are not medically eligible for the vaccine, as it prevents those around them from carrying and passing on the virus. This is known as herd immunity. The WHO and the Global Influenza Surveillance and Response System constantly collect data, tracking the different strains in circulation to try and identify the major culprits. These surveillance systems are also in low-resource settings like parts of Asia and Africa, necessary for the production of the most well-informed, cost-effective vaccine. In 2014, Hayward and colleagues showed that the flu infected 18% of unvaccinated people each winter. Up to 75% of infections had no symptoms, and only 17% of people with disease went to see their doctor about it. People infected with the 2009 H1N1 strain had much milder symptoms compared to the seasonal H3N2. This means that surveillance around the flu is only the tip of an iceberg. A large proportion of people may show no symptoms and could still pass it on, which has serious implications in vulnerable members. This study has been the most comprehensive one in flu surveillance to date. We still don't know how easily the flu is transmitted from seemingly healthy individuals. The unpredictability of the flu is scary, and scientists are on the lookout for a universal vaccine against all strains. Until then, stay safe, stay vaccinated.